Guys, in this video, I'm going to show you the cheapest virtual wholesaling markets for 2023. You don't have to look for houses in the $1 million mark. I'm going to show you super cheap houses that you can take advantage of right now in virtual wholesaling real estate. So there's two things we want to look for when hunting for new virtual wholesaling real estate markets. Number one, you want to find places with crime rates that are just somewhat normal. I mean, you're going to have some crime, but we're not looking for very high crime areas. And remember, you're not going to find them with extreme low crime areas. You just want to find normal, which I call average, okay? I don't want you guys going the wholesaling markets with way above normal crime rates. You can look this all up online. It's public data. It's easy to find. So that's number one. Number two, you need to understand you have to have a population. So for instance, if you find a really cheap virtual wholesale market in like the middle of the country, in the kind of the middle of nowhere with a population of 2,500, that's not going to work. Because in reality is you are not going to have enough cash buyers and you are going to kill yourself trying to sell it. Rick, what's the minimum population? Honestly, I like to do 40K and plus. That seems to be the sweet spot to find the good balance of cash buyers and great cheap wholesale prices. But when you get in those tiny little populations, you just won't have enough people to sell it to your cash buyers. Make sure your city has at least 40,000 or more, and make sure you have average crime rates. They're not like through the roof. Guys, all this population you can get online and it is 100% free. So guys, all the markets I'm about to show you are going to fit these two criteria. Do not skip these criteria because it will not work. So let me go ahead and show you. So guys, now I'm going to walk you through the 9 really good virtual wholesale markets that are very cheap. And remember, they achieve the 2 criteria, the average crime rates and the population 40K plus. But guys, understand, I'm gonna give you 9. There's a lot more than 9. There's hundreds of markets. The market that you can find that's either on or off this list, the one that you feel comfortable and you can market to and find cheap wholesaling houses, that's the one I want you to attack. Don't feel obligated just to attack these. In actuality, you should find the outskirt areas and markets that have 40K population and average crime rates. Just go out and find these markets. There's a lot more than the 9 I'm about to show you right now. So guys, this list is in like no particular order. They're just 9 really good markets. The first one I'm talking about are in the Quad Cities. So these Quad Cities, which are 4 on the Illinois-Iowa border. So the Quad Cities are Davenport, Bettendorf, then on the Illinois side, Rock Island and Moline. Okay, so the total population for all these is over 380,000. Guys, that is a strong market. It's gonna have a ton of cash buyers for you to go out there and get. And then the median home price on these is going to be between $150 and $170, well below the $200,000. Guys, these are like really cheap wholesale markets and you have a great population, obviously above 40,000. Remember guys, these are the average median prices and you as a wholesaler is going to lock these up considerably cheaper. Sometimes sub 100, it's very common. Remember, these are the average of regular sales. We are not regular, we are wholesalers. So the next one is Vigo County. Guys, that's in Indiana. Indiana State University is within this section, home of Larry Bird. And your average ARV, the median price is 131,000. And the population, guys, 170,000 plus. So we've met the population criteria. You really can't beat this average price. And remember guys, you are wholesalers, you're gonna be significantly lower. This is the price you're going to be selling them at, hopefully to your fix and flippers. So now we are heading over to Detroit. I didn't tell you is obviously within Michigan. As far as the median home price, guys, 100K. I want you to understand that, man. That is cheap wholesaling market. And remember, that's the average. So you're going to be buying these at a substantial discount on this. This is why I want you guys to understand the best virtual wholesale markets. And check this out on the population. This is crazy. 670K. Okay? That is a lot of cash buyers. That is a great entry level point, guys. If you're short on money, you want to do assignment contracts and you are in a market that is overpriced, then go out and find these cheap markets. I'm showing you exactly where they are. I want you guys to go out and find them. Now guys, keep in mind, you notice I haven't talked about the crime issue. All the previous markets are average crime, nothing crazy. Detroit, you do have to watch out. They do go pocket by pocket. Research and break them down zip codes. There are some rougher neighborhoods in there, but if you find the right area, there is plenty of deals to be had. Guys, keep in mind, with a population this size, you are gonna have some problem areas. You're gonna have to do your research and try to avoid the high crime areas so you can find these deals at 100K median price and you guys can buy them cheaper. I just don't want you buying them in the high crime areas. Unfortunately, you got to go kind of block by block, zip code by zip code, and eventually you'll find the ones with average crime, not the super high crime areas. So the next one, Columbus. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Columbus, Ohio. No, it's Columbus, Georgia. And it's going to be right on the border of Alabama and Georgia. And guys, one of the key features that makes this market attractive, it has a large military base. It has a large military base, which attracts plenty of people to the area that need housing, and it has a booming economy all around it. So check out this median home price, $160,000, guys. Plenty of room for you to strike a wholesale deal. Remember, that's the average. You're buying them much cheaper than that. And a population of 200,000 and growing. There's plenty of cash buyers, and the crime is average, if not below average. Guys, this is a really, really sweet, cheap wholesaling market for you guys to go ahead and attack. So guys, in my local market here in South Florida, where I wholesale, it has very similar population numbers, just my numbers multiplied probably by 3. Okay, the next one is Shreveport. Okay, the next one is Shreveport, Louisiana. So it's got an average median price of 142K. And check this out, a population of 189,000. Once again, plenty of buyers over the 40K, 142. Remember, this is the average. There's a ton of room to put wholesale deals together here. So the only issue here is it's a non-disclosure state. And guys, a non-disclosure is a great advantage when dealing with your sellers on price. And guys, if you want to learn how to wholesale in non-disclosure states, go over to freewholesaling.com. We show you how to work with non-disclosure states. And guys, we are jumping over to Jacksonville. No, it's not Florida, it's North Carolina. An average median price of $222,000 and a population of 74,000. Jacksonville, North Carolina. You just got to do your homework. You find these markets. There's plenty of cheap markets out there, and not every great market is on this board. Just use the rules I teach you in this. Go over to freewholesaling.com and go ahead and find your cheap virtual wholesaling market. Okay, the next one is Dayton, Ohio, coming in at 124,000 with a population just over 140,000. Okay, guys, Dayton, Ohio. Guys, you'd be surprised how many 40 and 50K houses are available in this market. I see them all the time. The next one is Lynchburg, Virginia. And the average price comes in a little bit higher there at $237. But I want you to understand within this number, there's a lot of really, really cheap real estate. Remember, this is an average. So you're gonna be way below the $237 mark. And then the population, 80,000. But guys, that's twice what our minimum is. You'll find plenty of cash buyers in there, and there's some really cheap houses within this median price. The next one is Racine, Wisconsin, and that's gonna come in at 168 with a 76,000 population. Guys, you kind of get the drift of how this is going. You just gotta find the 3 criteria. Population 40,000 plus, population 40,000 plus, median price typically under 200K. So guys, if you're struggling in a market, meaning because you're just outpriced and it's too big of a number, I've already listed 9 markets that you can easily find the cheapest wholesaling markets so you can wholesale your deals. So guys, just use the template. Make sure you have average crime rates, make sure you have a population of at least 40K, and find price points well below the 250 mark. I listed plenty well below the 200 mark. Guys, go out and find your cheap wholesaling markets, and if you're stuck in a market where the prices are just too high, go ahead and use this advice. It'll work. Go over to freewholesaling.com to learn more. So guys, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.